Alright guys, so here's a quick intro. This is just a collaboration of a few quick hunts that I made the last few days, and yeah, so check them out. Alright, and it looks like another familiar site in the, well, usually not in the hole, it's usually in the debris, because like I say, I've already dug it out to see if it's something good before I start filming. I generally don't film myself picking up garbage or pennies or stuff like that, which obviously does happen. The occasional bottle cap, I have a pretty good system of eliminating those. Most times I don't dig any, believe it or not. I do dig nails because a lot of the times a deep nail can come in like deep silver, but anyways, here's another treat. Alright guys, here's another familiar sight coming out of the hole here, and this looks like it's gonna be a deep LC, I'm thinking. Yeah, there's the old green patina, so that's definitely an LC. We'll have to take it home and, oh boy, clean it up, I guess, maybe with a toothpick. I wonder if we can get the, see what that actually is. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll check this out and get back to you. Alrighty, so this is the man in question here, Mr. LC. And it looks like I hammered him with my shovel right there. There's a little spot where you can actually see the copper showing through the patina, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah, whatever. It happens, right? You're digging down there with these high-powered shovels that are very metallic. So here's the other side. I'm going to try to zoom in here and make it look a little more visible to you. From the angle I'm on, I can't actually see the date and which side the date is. You see, my eyes are not that good. But at any rate, if I keep shining around or spinning around different directions, I'm sure you can see what it is. So there's that guy. Alright, so we had a good signal. We're out here, we're looking for silver, and with any luck, this might be one here. Alright, everybody, got some heavy music in the background. It's a bit of a party down here at the park today, but it's a party for me too if I'm out here silver sniping, because I think I can celebrate, because I think I've got one right here. I think I got a silver dime of some sort. Out of the debris, it's yep, it's a George V. We're looking for that 1915, probably. Oh, she might be wiped. Oh, it might be able to get a date off that. Maybe you guys can hear, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna take this home, clean her up, and hopefully get a date. But yeah, we got one. Woo! Alrighty, and here's Mr. George V. Not a bad little friend either. Always like to see him. Always happy when he comes to visit. Usually he's not visiting me though. I gotta visit him in the hole and drag him out. But yeah, at any rate, not a bad deal. We'll take it. So I think it was 1919 on that one. It might have been kind of hard to see, but yeah, I think it was 1919. Anyways, correct me if I'm wrong. Always looking for more of those silver coins. Always. So this sounds good, so we're gonna check it out together, and I think. Alright, this is kind of funny how this showed up here. This is a great signal. So I almost thought this would be something like a 50-cent piece or something, the way this was rigged. But look at this, look how it's stuck. This is so cool. Alright, I'm gonna try to hopefully you see better. I can turn it around here. This is how it popped out of the plug. I mean, like onto the plug. I mean, this is so cool. Can you see that there? Look at that. It's just so cool. It's just stuck right there. And we're going to pluck it right out. Look at that. Oops. Pluck it right out. That was in the shot. That sucks. Pluck it right out. There it is right there. So we got our silver. Wood silver. And Gorgeous George here was in the hole. He was deep down in a spot I've gone over millions of times. It's interesting how people say that, you know, never hunted out. Like a park is never hunted out. And that could very well be true when you think about like scales. Like those fish scales down 5 inches on edge and stuff. Like, how are you going to find that? And a lot of these gold necklaces our detectors can't pick up even if you run them underneath because they're so thin. So there's always stuff. Sometimes you'll fluke out and find something like that when you're digging in your hole. The first fish scale I ever found, I don't think I was even digging for that. I think I was digging up a nail that sounded good, and it was actually in the hole with it. So, because there's so many nails around there. But anyways, yeah. Gorgeous George has been sniped. Alright everybody, so looking at what's appears to be the 4th scale of the season. So we're scaling out, which is good. Which in a sense makes sense because, you know, like the bigger silver's a very high conductor. It's like the highest conductor there is. So like, obviously the silver dollars and the 50-cent pieces and the quarters will all go first, and that leaves you with the dimes, then probably the scales, right? So scales are really hard to find. They're a lot smaller and stuff. So anyways, this looks like a scale, so check us out. Alrighty, so looking down into the debris at the side of the hole, this definitely looks like a scale. There's some green, so it looks like patinaed a bit. We're gonna see what it is. As far as it goes, it's kind of hard to see. You know what? I do have some squirt stuff, but I hope I don't get. I'm actually afraid to use it because it's so old. Maybe it's all decrepit. Maybe let's rub it with this leaf here. You can probably see what it is from there. It's probably George V, because that's pretty much all that I find in here, but that looks like a real mess. I would have trouble trying to, fix that. But anyways, yeah, definitely scale, and we'll show you later. So last but not least is Mr. Scale here, and he is a mess. I have never dug such an ugly scale in my life. I don't care if he's within earshot and you can hear it, but yeah, just nasty. Look at this. Absolutely brutal. This is what you expect off of a penny. You'd almost think there was a penny underneath it and was stuck to a penny that would do that to it. I've never seen that. Now, they're sterling, right? So they're 92.5% silver and I guess 7.5% copper. And the copper is what does that. I mean, it's just terrible. So I have a machine I'm going to drop it in, a jewelry cleaner. They say don't clean coins, but this is ridiculous. It's probably pretty much close to worthless anyways, other than the silver value maybe. But we're going to drop it in there and we're going to see if it actually comes clean or not. So wish me luck on that. And if that doesn't work, we'll use some baking soda and vinegar. We'll make a paste and we'll stick it on there and try that. Okay, so here it is. Do you believe this is the same coin as the one that I showed you earlier where I was like breaking toothpicks off and the green patina on the back of it, where you couldn't make out the date, you could only make out a part of a 9, but look at it now, it's gorgeous. Obviously this would count as a clean coin. You don't want to clean your coins with high numismatic value. Coin dealers and collectors are very particular, let's say, about clean coins. Why? I still can't really figure it out, but they like that age. But if you got a coin that's just messed, right, it's just buggered right up, and it's covered in that patina, you can't even get a date off of it. Yeah, this method I came up with, the salt and the vinegar with a little cap, and just rub for 15 or 20 minutes, it works. And it didn't damage the coin either. It's not covered in a series of scratches. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm super happy to find this scale now that I can see, the date off of it, which is a common date for me. So it was the 1921s worth thousands. But anyways, yeah, fantastic. All right, everybody. Instead of taking these videos home, and making myself more work when I can just do the films here for the intro. So looking down, I was sure what this was. I was digging out a bunch of nails. I thought I had a good signal potentially. That's all I'm digging out. Or the potentially good signal, so I thought this was good, and I think it is, so check this out. Now, I could be a fool, but this looks like scale number 5 for me for the season, and of course, oh yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? So we're just hoping this is a Vicky, all I've got her, King George V, come on, something different. Or that it's a George V again, isn't it? Oh, 5 George V scales, but I'm not complaining about a fish scale. We got one, we're on the board. Happy day. And it doesn't look like the last one. Okay, so here's the little guy in question here. This is the last guy I dug today. As you can see, you should be able to see that pretty easily. It's 1919. It's in pretty decent shape. It's probably at least a fine, I would think. Alright, it's definitely a fine. I don't think I could call it a extra fine or anything quite. These old silvers, I don't think silver's very strong on the Mohs scale. It's not a very tough metal, so they get worn down pretty quick and easy, and they can circulation. And being in the ground doesn't help either. This is pretty nice. Alright everybody, so that's the end of the collab. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, cut clean plugs. Try to cut them in a nice circle, push them down at the edges, make sure there's no dirt all over the place when you leave. Pick up any trash that you see, as well as anything that you dig up, so you don't have to dig it up, and we don't have to dig it up again later. If it's garbage, take it with you. Dispose of it properly. Alright, God bless everybody. Good luck.